Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. So the project we're looking at today is SMIGHTIES, which is not something I am particularly familiar with as a as someone who interacts with these sort of games. Obviously, it is aimed at a slightly younger target audience than me. SMIGHTIES has been or is has there been a couple of mobile games that have done fairly well. I don't think that you would say they've done they're an enormous phenomenon. And they've done a couple of million downloads, I think. And on the back of that, there's also a kind of animated series about these characters. So I think, from my point of view, it is more interesting that this project has is going onto the blockchain and having a blockchain collectible element to it. It's not the kind of project that I would have thought would be kind of first in line to get it on the blockchain, but it is interesting. I think the reason it's interesting for me is that there seem to be a few projects that I wouldn't have thought would have been, they're kind of like focused on children, kind of children's IP, and they are being seem to be quite active at getting on to the blockchain. So I guess we've got Care Bears and Smurfs on the sandbox, and we've got Dr. Zeus has announced doing a deal with Dapper Labs, the CryptoKitty people. I guess CryptoKitties as well, to a degree. And now we have SMIGHTIES, which is definitely the kind of youngest skewing in terms of age, I would think. So anyway, what's happened now is they've just allowed people to start buying these NFTs. So this is the first process that we're kind of going to go through. Obviously, with all these projects, the kind of first they launch doing these kind of NFT sales, and then they kind of build on this kind of collectible thing, and presuming that is successful, there will be a whole bunch of other stuff, including games, kind of coming afterwards. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this kind of backstory. Let's go straight into the collection stuff. So here we have kind of our four options. So this is very much like the classical loot box. So we can see here, this is the $5 bronze pod, and we're going to get 2 SMIGHTIES and 1 hotel floor. So there is this kind of element where you're collecting the SMIGHTIES, the actual little characters, and also you're kind of building up the floors in your hotel. Not entirely sure kind of how that exactly works, but I guess I'll learn as I go on. And we can see here, in terms of the SMIGHTIES, there's this quite standard now: normal, rare, extraordinary, legendary, epic. Although that's kind of interesting because most projects have legendary higher than epic, and I don't know, extraordinary, whatever. And we can see if we go to the silver pod, we have 50% chance of a normal SMIGHTIE. We get 4 this time, and then obviously chances of higher, more rare ones. And then we're also going to get a tier 1 and a tier 2 floor. And if we want to spend $50, we get 8 SMIGHTIES, and all the probabilities kind of go up. For what we got for this one, 6 and 7. Well, how many hotel floors we get for that? 10. 6. Okay, so let's go for this one. This seems to be probably the one for me. So we're going to go into buy that now. And is that gonna work? Okay. Oh, I see. Sorry. Haha. So I've got loads in my cart now, so I need to go back to my cart. Right, that's typical me there, not having a clue what's going on. Right, so let's not buy 5 of those. let's buy 1 of those. Okay, so let's so this is this. By doing this, I also earn some SMIGHTIE points. So you can see, that's because it thinks I'm buying $120. So I'm going to earn. Looks like for every $10 I spend, I get some SMIGHTIE points. So let's go. Okay. Oh no, it's still got that on. That's not right. And I need to 1. Let's try that. There we go. That looks a bit better. Okay. I need to update the shopping cart. I will get there. I don't know if this is bad UX or just bad me. Okay, got there in the end. So various options: pay with PayPal, pay with credit card, pay with crypto, and you can also use reward points. So there's points you saw. So I should get two reward points. So I spent $20. So it's quite a nice mechanic that you're kind of basically, it's like a like a discount system. So the more you spend, so over time, if you you would kind of build up a reward point system that then you could use to actually buy these pods. That's just quite a nice way of just kind of building a discount into the system, I suppose. So I'm going to play with PayPal, I think. I won't show you that, but we'll go through when we go through to the confirmation. So I'm 13 or over. Yes, thankfully. Okay, so I've paid for that. You can see here my transaction was a success. I've got an order number there, and I've got these 2 SMIGHTIE points, and I can go and open my pod now. So that's the kind of bit where I see what I'm going to get. I guess this would be slightly more exciting if I if I had more idea about what SMIGHTIEs were, but that's all part of the learning process for me, I guess. And the next interesting thing while we're waiting for this is that I'm not quite sure when, but over the coming weeks, there will be the marketplace will open. So at the moment, you're just buying these pods and kind of, if you're into SMIGHTIEs, building up your collection. But obviously, the main point and the interesting stuff we see with blockchain projects is when people can start trading, and that's when you start to see kind of pricing mechanics going on. And really, again, for me, this is the interesting thing about all NFT projects is how people start pricing these things. Obviously, the developer has set a price, so I've paid $25 to get this. So there is some sort of anchor price system set around those rarities. But obviously, over time, that might go down if in general people don't think this is a very interesting project, or if it is priced correctly, then we'll start to see the price go up. And normally it's a bit of both. So normally you see the very rare ones are the ones that attract the most attention, and they're the ones that the real fans are really kind of fighting for and are looking to buy. That'll be something to look forward to. Anyway, right, yes, you're very keen to be opened, Mr. Pod. So what have I got? So I've got these floors, which I don't really understand what they are, but I've got a cinema, so that's cool. Mainly tier 1. I've got a tier 3, I think that's good, and a tier 2. And now I'm going to have a one of them, two of them. Are they exactly the same? Yeah, 2 of them. I've got a swap already. He looks a bit cooler. He looks a bit rarer. And those. So there we go. Right. So we can. Okay. So it's starting to make a bit more sense. It looks like. So the floors are, as I get a floor, I guess is that where we get in the background, I wonder? Yeah, that's the cinema, isn't it? Okay. So yeah, I see. So I've got something here, right? Okay. So so that's the arcade, and that's that, and this is the. Oh, I don't know what that one is. Okay. So I don't know if extraordinary. Is that good? This is the problem. So what's the normal? Well, extraordinary is obviously better than normal. He's normal as well. Oh, Vincent. And yeah, so it's a pirate theme there. So did I get? Oh, he's extraordinary as well. So we can see here, I've got some. They all have stats. So it's looking like that's going to be part of a game kind of aspect there. Oh, okay. And I could buy it. Okay, stats. Oh, that's what I was clicking through. Okay. And what's this chap here? He's extraordinary as well. Old Slimy. And it looks like we've got some elemental stuff going on here. He looks like he's a bit of a watery one, and he looks like he's a bit of an earth one. So I guess there's going to be a bit of a rock paper scissors elemental battle thing going on here. So I thought I had a double. It's kind of unclear. That one was a double. And who have I got here? Oh, Yeti. He's rare. Okay, that's good. So there we go. Okay, we're getting some idea of how it works out. Hotel story, and there's the SMIGHTIEpedia, which I might have to spend some time investigating my SMIGHTIEpedia. Okay, let's see. So this is how's it showing the ones I've got? Oh, in red. Okay. Okay. So yes. Okay. So looks like there's quite a lot of them. I did get a few extraordinary ones. Now, which is the one I thought I had two of? Let's see. Yeah, so I've got two Jagger ones. Okay. Okay, so I've started to get a bit of an idea what's going on here. It will take a bit more time, as I say. I think what's interesting is when the marketplace comes in, and obviously now when the marketplace comes in, I've got one immediately to sell because I've got two of them. So that'll be a good test case. Good. So anyway, thanks for watching the video. This is Blockchain Gaming World, where we're really delving into this new kind of way of building community around games and building economies around games, and even for things that you wouldn't think would be first in line, like SMIGHTIES Universe. Cool. So thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to the channel. See you again soon.